First of all, to all participants, if you have any question, you may ask at the chat panel. The organizer will read it out during the Q&A session. The link to register for training hours will be provided at the end of the Q&A session. Please note the form will be given 50 minutes before the session ends. Before we start, I would like to introduce our speaker today. Dr. Zainuddin Ibrahim is a senior lecturer at Graphic Design and Digital Media Department, Faculty of Art and Design, UiTM Shah Alam. He was appointed as Head of Delivery and Learning Development since 2018 until 2019. He is recently appointed as a Head of Center for Innovative Delivery and Learning Development under the Academic Affairs Division, University Technology Mara. So, without further ado, I shall now pass this webinar to Dr. Zainuddin Ibrahim to share with us regarding the best platform for ODL delivery. Okay, Dr. Zainuddin.
Okay.
If you are ready, you may start now. Thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. So, I hope everybody in a good condition, but please still remain safe. So hopefully, so we are about 2 hours into our session. So hopefully, I don't want to see the face, the shocking face for our experience since our PKP start. This is the shocking face that we are, what we are looking. Everybody are looking shocking with the environment of a new kind of normal. So we hope that the second phase of our intake need should be no problem. Everybody are more comfortable with the delivery and platform they are using. So, all right, start with the challenges. I believe everybody are familiar with the platform. So since when we get survey result from the academic and student, so most of us already use a lot of platform. They are using Schoology, Moodle, Google Classroom, Open Learning. Then in our UiTM system, we already have our own LMS platform such as UFuture, Island. Then try to integrate with the others Web 2.0 tool like Padlet, Trello, and yet to check similarity, we are integrated with Turnitin and others application as well. But which one is the best? Which one is the best platform that we want to use? Or do we need to use every single platform, or we may use only one? So maybe after 2 hour session, so you will decide whatever platform that you think the best for you to deliver your content. So as we go along, I think we already familiar with the blended learning approach. Most of us already apply 30 to 80 blended learning since 2005. I think once we started blended learning, so every single lecturer try to implement blended learning in their teaching and learning courses. So hopefully by implementing ODL, so we don't have any problem with blended learning approach. Hopefully, so somehow our last semester, most of us already apply ODL 100%, which is considered as not blended. We consider as 100% ODL. So maybe next semester, so once we call all students back to the campus, so maybe this is the situation, or this is the challenge that we need to categorize which class or which courses that really need a combination of face-to-face and ODL. So some of the courses required a combination, which is blended learning. So they need to use a facility like workshop, clinic, and others facilities for the courses. But we believe that some of the courses can conduct ODL 100%. So it depends on the situation. So we give the autonomy to the faculty and campuses to conduct ODL, depends on the requirement. All right. For your information, I think everybody know about ODL. ODL stands for Open and Distant Learning, which refer to flexible learning opportunities, which is you can use access of various mode of knowledge acquisition. So I think most of academic misunderstand about ODL, since ODL some figure online and distant learning. So just to make it clear, open and distant learning consists of you can use whether online or offline. So we facing the situation which most of academic facing difficulty to conduct online as well. Most of our students are B40, so most of them have limitation towards internet bandwidth, internet connection. So this is the situation whereby we need to put into consideration what is the best platform to deliver the content. But for the next semester, we urge all the students to back in UiTM, to back to the campus. Why? Because of most of the students who facing difficulty on the facility, where maybe they have a problem with their computer, internet bandwidth, and so on. So when they come back to UiTM or campus, so they can use our own facility. They can use the classroom, they can use college, they can use library and other facility that we offer. So this is the strategies. Since on ODL, we still need to communicate within academic, admin, SRC, student representative council, and student as well. So somehow we consider what is the best platform to communicate or to engage with this kind of people. So we need to choose the best platform, since we have too many platforms. Somehow everybody get confused which one is best, which one is good for everybody. So we need to think, and we need to get a survey as well, get the consensus to everybody, so to make sure everybody are comfortable, everybody are ready to use that platform. So okay, this is the TNL strategy. I would suggest the four elements that quite important for our teaching and learning delivery. The first one is the choosing the right platform. Second one is the environment. The third one is the actively engage learning activities, and the last one is getting feedback from the student. So in our ODL, actually this is four important elements that we need to have. So every semester, so if the auditor come along to get the I think for the quality accreditation, so this is the evidence that we need to prepare. So that's why every semester we conduct analysis on achievement or participation for ODL, but somehow most of the faculty still missing some of the evidence. So this time along, for the next semester, I think we are ready enough to prepare the evidence, since we all already have a lot of webinar series. Then now we are continuing to tell the academics what do we need, and what we need to what we need to prepare for the audit or quality. All right. So I like to quote of one of American philosopher, which is Andrew Finberg, which he said that it's not because it is superior that a technology is chosen, but rather because it is chosen that it becomes superior. So somehow I think it's important to choose the right platform or the right technology to make it successful or to make it effective, since they have a lot of application offered by the industry, by the designer or developer. So somehow it's quite difficult for everybody as well to identify which one is the best, which one is the good one. So maybe we can share the others platform as well, if you think that is the best platform ever for you ITM, then maybe we can try to identify, and we can try to explore which may be good some for some reason. Okay, so this is the situation as well. Some of the faculty members are not familiar at all with the technology, and not all, but some, because there are too many, because they are not technology person. Then they want to use a conventional method. So I would like to stress, according to Leon Festinger, those people who don't want to use any kind of technology, we can consider as cognitive dissonance, which refer to a situation involving conflicting attitudes, belief, or behavior. Why? Because for some reason, I believe those people who don't want to use kind of technology or platform to make learning more effective by using technology, but for some reason they are using other technology as well, like a car, like a smartphone and others technology, but since they don't want to use technology for delivery. So that is one of the big consideration why actually you are facing so trouble with this platform. So maybe that kind of platform is not suitable for you, or maybe that platform is very difficult to explore. So it doesn't mean that you don't have to use any kind of technology. Maybe they have one of the application or platform that very easy for you to use, and actually you don't have to spend a lot of time to explore the application features. So maybe I can share some of the platform that you are very attracting. Yeah. Okay, this is the type of delivery that we are providing in our ODL guideline. So you may refer this guideline into our COVID-19 website. Yeah, COVID-19 website under AHA. So we are providing almost comprehensive guideline for the lecturer to refer. So I just took some of the example, which since we are focusing on ODL, open and distant learning, so we are not focusing 100% online, but we are considering that if the student preferred to have online discussion, online class, or online meeting, so maybe this is the best platform that we want to use. But if the student prefer to use conventional, then I think yes, you have the right decision to use conventional if that is the best delivered platform. Okay, so in our ODL guideline, we already described types of delivery that you can use, like post. I think everybody knows, since we already mentioned about this platform before. Then I think you may refer later, or you can go through the ODL guideline. But what we want to focus in platform, the best platform delivery is Microsoft Teams. Yeah, I want to focus on the Microsoft Teams, since Microsoft Teams is our one of the best platform to integrate some of the features or some of the LMS system where we already have, like UFuture. We can integrate UFuture into Microsoft Teams. We can integrate Google Classroom as well in Microsoft Teams. And if you have Moodle, or if you have the others LMS platform, you may integrate with Microsoft Teams. But they have some of criteria and procedure if you want to integrate all those platforms into Microsoft Teams. So to to have a specific or comprehensive training. I think 2 hours is not enough for comprehensive training to operate Microsoft Teams, but enough for me to explain and describe how Microsoft Teams will help you to deliver your content to the student. So hopefully within 2 hours, I try to cover. If you have any problem, just ask me after the session. Yeah. Okay, the environment, I think everybody are familiar. The best environment, since we call all the students back to the campus, but we need to consider, even though the students are in the campus, we still need to conduct ODL. Maybe the student need to stay at the college or maybe classroom. Some of the classroom is available for the student, even though some of the courses no need to have face-to-face delivery, but the student can use the classroom as well, because maybe computer lab have the internet connection, good internet connection to continue online delivery. So the student may use the computer lab or classroom to proceed with the ODL class. Then next, learning reflection. The design of self-study material. I think most of our academic are familiar with self-study material, so we need to have the instructional model to have good instruction material. So I think most of you already know about this kind of process. So I think maybe I can skip this one. Okay, this is the instructional model sample. One of the instructional model sample, actually they have a lot of instructional model sample. Then I believe you are more familiar than me about instructional model, and most of us already one of the researcher. I believe APB as well have a lot of researcher who conducting on instructional design model, and I have a lot of friends in APB which doing research towards instructional design model. So, okay, this is one of our MOOC platform, whereby we can integrate this kind of LMS into Microsoft Teams later. I will show you if you have some time. All right, okay, this is the platform whereby why I propose Microsoft Teams because one of the main reason our Google Meet premium features will end after 30th September, meaning after this September you are not longer have permission to record the meeting. So that is the premium features. So we are subscribing with educational basic, so they are giving us trial features. So after September, no more recording meeting. Then I think you are facing the big problem unless you are familiar with the other tool. So you can record your screen by using third party like Camtasia. You can use QuickTime as well. I believe most of you are familiar with the Google Meet. Then they don't want to change any platform anymore because they are too familiar with the Google Meet. Yes, you can carry on. You can proceed with the Google Meet. I don't think they have any problem with that. But somehow you need to have another third party application like Camtasia, QuickTime, and others, because for me, every single classes need to be recorded because this is one of the documentation process. If something happens, so that is one of the important evidence that you want to show. Or maybe you can use the video for the competition or AAU, Anugerah Academic University, or AAN, Anugerah Academic Negara, and so on. So that kind of evidence is important for you, and actually important for university as well, for accreditation for the quality purposes. Then the next is the recording video. The good thing about Microsoft Teams, once you record your meeting, so every single recording will be placed into Microsoft Teams. So the student and the lecturer don't have to worry where is the location of the video. So all the video will be posted into your team. So you don't have to worry where the location of the file, because everything will be posted on your post. I will show you later if you have some time. Next is messages. Okay, this is good. Good thing about Microsoft Teams. Since we have a lot of platform, like we have WebEx, we have Google Meet, we have Zoom. And then I think the best thing about Microsoft Teams, every single discussion in the platform will be recorded as well. So somehow you don't have to worry to export all the conversation. So the student will refer the conversation even though the student not enter the class for that time. So just imagine if the student will be invited into the team. So whatever discussion that you make with the meeting will be recorded. So all the students have access to that chat. So I think that is one of the best features, and everybody are looking for that features as well. That's why Microsoft Teams created that features. Then I think for me that is the best that I want. But if you think that is not important, then maybe you can use the others platform as well. But I think that is the best so far. Then for the gamification, the prize or badges. So this is one of the good method to engage with the student, kind of a motivation. So somehow most of the student are actually not participate well in the classroom, but somehow if we give some badges, it's look like we are trying to interact with the students. So when we post some of the badges, then the others friend may have some feeling, so why this lecturer focusing on this one student, maybe this is one of active student in the class. So somehow if you push or if you notice maybe one or two students who are very active in the class, so maybe the others will have that motivation as well. So next is push notification. So Microsoft Teams allow you to notify all the information that you have. For example, if you are installing the application Microsoft Teams into your devices, so every single notification, if you reply to the message, if you post some information to your teams, so every single student who are registered into your account will be notified. So that is one of the best as well. But for some reason, I think most of the lecturer doesn't like these features as well. If you have more than 300 students, you just imagine 300 students giving information or reply to you. So your phone will be vibrating from morning to overnight. So maybe that is the limitation, but you don't have to worry. You can ignore or you can disable the notification if you think that is not good not good features for you. You can modify later in the setting, no problem. But to me it's very important because some of the students very busy, it's like just like us. So somehow when we post something, so we want them to be notified. We want them be notified. All right, next is the content. I think we don't have any problem with the content because all the LMS providing the same features for the content. But I want to focus on the storage for your information. We are using the premium A3 account Microsoft 365. So we are given 1 terabyte by default. If you have if you want more storage, then you can extend. You just go and tell the admin, our admin UITM, to extend your storage to unlimited. But of course, the admin will ask you why do you need extra, since if you are using small numbers of storage, so somehow they will ask you, maybe you are requesting 5 terabyte, but in your storage capacity you just use about 1 or 2 gigabyte only. So that is some of the justification must be made. So maybe we can propose to the admin later. Then the most part, and I think the most important part, is annotation as well, because somehow we need to give some feedback to the student assignment. Yeah, so in Microsoft Team we can integrate with OneNote. So OneNote is the quite powerful application as well. It's under Microsoft, then can be integrated into Microsoft Teams. So the most important part is you can directly annotate all the information towards the assignment. So you don't have to save, you don't have to export, you don't have to share. The student will get the information on Word. So I think that is one of the best features. Then there one good features as well, called Microsoft Whiteboard. Microsoft Whiteboard is quite powerful and good for those using iPad Pro maybe, or Microsoft Surface, who which device have stylus, which have stylus. So somehow you can draw directly to your computer or to your devices. Some of the lecturer are using stylus to annotate or give some comment to the student assignment, but some of the students prefer to type. So depends. Microsoft giving option for the lecturer whether you want to write down or you want to type. Even if you want to record your audio, they have diction features. So you just talk, then the software will generate the text for you. Yeah. So that is one of the wonderful features as well in Microsoft Teams. Then for the assignment, this is the good part. This is the good part, which most of us using Turnitin platform to check similarity of student assignment. So Microsoft Teams integrated with the Turnitin, but you need to activate a Turnitin account by using a Microsoft 365 ID. As some of us are using Turnitin account with UiTM ID. But if you want to use Turnitin into Microsoft Teams, you need to activate Turnitin account with Microsoft 365 ID. So I will show you the best part in this assignment. When student upload the assignment, they don't have to log in the Turnitin portal, but the software in Microsoft Teams will generate the similarity, and the software will generate the similarity. So I think this is wonderful features. If you want to look into the details about the similarity, you just click on the view Turnitin report, then the content will show you exactly like Turnitin portal. So you can exclude or you can delete and so on. The features is the same, but the best part is the Turnitin result will show in Microsoft Teams platform. So you don't have to go into the Turnitin portal. You just click on the link, then the view will show you the similarity. All right, next is the Planner. Planner is one of the application which under Microsoft Planner as well, still under Microsoft 365 package, but you need to add manually because Microsoft Teams by default doesn't have Microsoft Planner in Microsoft Teams. You need to add manually. Why? I think most of us already use a kind of platform to manage or to collaborate with the student. Some of us using Padlet, Trello, and others. But to me, I'm using Planner because it looks similar with Microsoft Project. So easy for us to distinguish, or easy for us to categorize the student activity. Then the student can have a group members in particular project, so they can add the group members in particular project. Then we can identify whether the group members fully participate because they have analytic for this particular application. All right, then next one is integration with the LMS. So since we have UFuture, don't worry, I believe most of us, including me, still using UFuture because some of the information under UFuture is very important as well. Like for example, the student information. So UFuture are using integration database with SIM, which is most of the information, student information is include in the UFuture. So somehow we can integrate UFuture into Microsoft Teams to see the details about the user. But for your information, actually we can ask the admin as well to extract or to get all the information from the SIM as well into Microsoft Teams. But that one need to have a particular request by the admin. So but they can do it, but they don't do as automatically, but somehow special request. You need to request manually to UiTM admin under infrastructure, so they can extract that group according to our SIM system to our Microsoft Team. But you need to request manually. Yeah. Next, we have Microsoft SharePoint. Why Microsoft SharePoint is important to me for art and design? So we are urging all the students to have their own portfolio. Yes, they have a lot of platforms to create their own portfolio, such as Wix. They can create by using Behance. They can create by using WordPress and others platform, but somehow the SharePoint is under Microsoft, then they are using the same storage. You just imagine if you are subscribing with the others platform like WordPress. Yes, they are giving you free, but somehow the storage is very limited. If you want to have more information into that platform, you need to subscribe for more storage. So why not we are using the application that are given in the package under Microsoft 365. So if you have 1 tera, so you can use SharePoint as 1 terabyte as well. Instead, if you have a lot of content that you want to use, then you can request for extend to unlimited storage. Next is Microsoft Insight. I see this is one of the best application that we need as well, because every semester we want to look into the student participation. So at this time we can see whether the student really participate or group member are really participate, and how frequent they are using the application, maybe to discuss with us, maybe to submit the information. It's just like if you notice, we already have these features in blended learning analysis. If you are registered with blended learning in UFuture, previously known as iLearn, so they have one feature called blended learning tracking. So this is the function, but somehow Microsoft Insight try to visualize in a proper manner, and they have a graph, they have the statistic in, I think, very attractive way. Okay, next one. I'd like to quote from the Steve Jobs as well. Technology is nothing actually, but what is important is that you have faith in people, that they are basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they will do wonderful thing with them. So I believe with that capabilities, I think you can do better than me. That is definitely. I'm sure about it. Okay, and then I like to quote from Socrates as well. I cannot teach anybody anything, but I can only make them think, by Socrates. Because if you think that others' application can do best then why not? You can propose to me as well. Then we can propose to your ITM. That is the best platform. So far, Microsoft Team, to my consideration, because Microsoft Team is not free application, since they have offer free account but limited storage, maybe about 5 GB for free account. But we are using A3 account, which is allow us to have 1 tera to unlimited storage, then extra 365 application in package. They have a lot of application under Microsoft 365. You can imagine you are using Power BI is including in the Microsoft 365. Then they have a lot of application integrated with Microsoft 365. Then maybe I will show it later. Then maybe I would like to quote from the Paulo Freire as well. Education does not make us educable, but it is our awareness of being unfinished that make us educable. I think we are educated academicians, so everybody in the same page. We are in the same page. Okay, this is the sample of analytic from last semester. This is look how the student, this is actually Microsoft Team user. Most of our lecturer are using Microsoft Team as well since since April 2020, our PKP. So it look like good numbers. When we look into the visual, we have OneDrive, SharePoint, Yammer. Yammer is our social media is under Microsoft. It's just like Facebook and Twitter, but Yammer is under Microsoft 365 account. Then we have Office activation, and most importantly is Microsoft Team activity, about 621k. Increased by numbers, because everybody are preferring which application is very suitable on that time. Because when we do a survey, our survey to the student, most of the student preferring to use WhatsApp instead of this application, because they have limitation towards internet bandwidth, they have limitation towards the data subscription. So that's why we call the student back to the campus, because we need them to have that facility, and we don't want to have any problem with kind of issues later. That's why we call them back. But in the situation, maybe some of the area are very restrict with the movement, so somehow that is case by case basis. Okay, this is the our record last semester, since some of the faculty are struggling because not all courses are suitable with ODL. Since, like for example, art and design requiring a face-to-face, because they are working with the machine. Some of the courses are working with the workshop and tools. Some of the students don't have that facility in their home. But maybe in the next semester, they try to blend face-to-face and ODL. So hopefully the teaching and learning more effective, inshallah. So the campus, so far campus don't have any problem with the ODL. Then I think we can go to the demonstration a little bit to promote, and not promote, to actually to share with you how the Microsoft Team. I think most of you already have Microsoft Team account, but maybe some of the features, I will show you some of the features that quite attractive. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Team. So those new in Microsoft Team, this is actually Microsoft Team have two kind of interface. Okay, this is one we call as list interface. But I can change to different kind of view. Okay, they have layout, grid layout, and they have list layout. Okay, so this is sorry, this is grid. So this is grids look like. Okay, then I'm more I prefer to use list because every single team will you will see. Yeah. Okay, then maybe I want to show you the new features which quite impressive. The new features already in the market. We call new meeting experience. I think most of you already know about together mode function. Together mode function. What is together mode function? Together mode function try to visualize your meeting environment. They put all together in one situation like in classroom. For example, let me show you. For example, if we have some images that shows together mode features. Where is the features together? Basically, this is post. This is post. The features that I told you once we have end the meeting, so every single discussion will be saved in post. Yeah, so the student don't have to worry if they miss the class, so they can actually review what discussion have been done by the class. Okay, let me show you if we have together mode. I think somebody already post. Yes, this is the together mode function. So actually, not that bad. Maybe most of you are not. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, maybe most of you actually no need. No need the features, but somehow I think to record the conversation instead of you see every single faces in the grid, then maybe if you can see in the class it look like virtual class, but somehow and when you took a picture it look like we are already in the auditorium. eh? And yeah, to me is very impressive. To me is very impressive. This is the video, it's not a picture. This is the video but captured by the screen, but somehow you still can talk, then you can conduct your class in together mode features. That is the beauty. So it look like everybody in the class, everybody in the class in the auditorium, let's say. Okay, I want to show you actually how to integrate the LMS. How to integrate the LMS. So basically, in Microsoft Team, they have 4 categories of team. They have 4 categories of team. So when you want to create a team, so let's say I create one team. Okay, this is the how to create the team. So actually you can join others team by entering code. I will show you how to get the code, but if you don't have any team yet, so you need to create at least one team. So consider a team is the group. Okay, consider a team is the group. So everybody need to create a team. For example, like what I have on my left is the subject and the this group, because every single teams have different features. And for example, this is the class, this is the class team, and this is the admin. So now we look the different. We look the different under CGD 413. If we look to the general, they have post, file, class notebook, class notebook, and the others is assignment, grades, you future. This one I already added into the team. Google Classroom. This is the planner. Microsoft Project is the planner, inside, and the website. Okay, what is the difference? Let me show you. Make it bigger. Okay, so once we create a team, so you will be prompt 4 types of team. 4 types of team, which is class, PLC, a professional community, staff, and others. So normally, when we want to have a team for class, for our course, so don't forget to choose class. Why? Only class team have assignment features. Yeah, a professional, PLC, staff, and others don't have assignment features. What is the assignment features? Assignment features that acquire you to have turning in. For example, this one I will show you. The assignment. Okay, the assignment only available for class team. Yeah. Okay, for example, this is the assignment for class team. When I click create assignment, so you will have these features turning in, then enable to let turning in check every single assignment that been uploaded by the student. So the student don't have to log in every single time they want to upload. Just log into the team, then they can use every single classes to upload their assignment. All right. So when you choose another team like a PLC, okay, this is the PLC team. When you look to PLC team, so PLC team have post, file, PLC notebook, but if you notice, they don't have assignment. Yeah, they don't have assignment. That's why the assignment only available for class. So for this case, maybe you may create another team for lecturers, then maybe you can create another team for staff admin, and maybe you can create another team for club or for other association in your LPB. Yeah. All right, so what else? Actually, Microsoft Teams have one of the features that I think very important, which is you can embed your LMS by using website. By using website application, for example, let's say this team I already have UFuture. So if you click to the UFuture, so you can see UFuture in Microsoft Teams. See, so you can see UFuture in Microsoft Teams. If you have others as well, for example, maybe you have Google Classroom, so you may include your Google Classroom into Microsoft Teams as well. Let's see if we have Google Classroom. No, okay, this one we have Google Classroom. Maybe my class have. Sometimes I already have 3 platform of LMS, but I try to integrate into Microsoft Teams. So this Google Classroom, because before I'm using Microsoft Teams, I already use Google Classroom. So don't worry about the notice. Okay, so this is the Google Classroom. Then I don't think we have any problem with the integration. Since you already use maybe 3 or more platform for the student. For this class, you are using Google Classroom. For this class, you are using Edmodo. For this class, you are using UFuture. So just integrate all the LMS into team, whatever team that you want to. I think you are free to go. Then the most part is I would like to share with you the one of the most important features, which is the insight. Okay, for your information, Microsoft Insight only available for class as well. Microsoft Insight not available for PLC, for staff, and for the others team. Only available for class. So this is how you want to identify, or you want to look into the activity of the student, whether the student actively engage. So September, since we don't have any class this September, so the graph will empty. Yeah, the graph will empty. But if we can filter this month, and this month also empty. September, last 30 days. Maybe you can set custom range. Custom range. We try look June. See, now we can see show to the student why your progress mark is low, maybe because of your participation. So this is the tracking system. Somehow we need this to prove that maybe the admin staff or our KPP want to look into, do you conduct your ODL? Yes, I did. This is the evidence. This is the progress for my ODL. So instead, you need to export to Excel to record everything, just in case your boss want to see, or your boss want to print. So maybe you can export to Excel format. Then the next one is Microsoft project, or we call Microsoft Planner. Why? Because I think for those students who are engaging a project with the group members, so this is how we try to manage. Actually, the student have the capability to drag their friends proposal, or they can copy their friend proposal. So that is the limitation. Somehow this planner allow everybody in the team to actually organize, because this is the collaborative tool. So somehow the main reason why they create these features to enable every single student to see whatever they have in this planner. So then they don't have any restriction. If they want to download their friend assignment, then they can upload their own as well. But the most important part that we need to focus, or we need to stress with the student, don't simply copy your friend assignment, because I want to check the similarity in the assignment submission. At the end, after the project was complete, you want to see the similarity, then you ask them to upload the assignment into assignment section. So at last we can see who is the owner of the assignment, and the similarity will check. For example, like this case, when we click on the one of the student, then we can see, okay, this is the indicator. The Turnitin already checked how the student try to copy or extract from the internet. And then we need to click on the Turnitin report to check where is the sources come from. Then of course the supervisor or the lecturer have the capability to exclude. If you notice that that is belong to the student, maybe it's our repository, UITM repository, then maybe you can exclude. Okay, this is the report. So see, slow, just like Turnitin portal, because it is Turnitin portal. It is Turnitin portal. Okay, so I think everybody familiar with the Turnitin, so skip this one. Then you can create a private channel. A private channel is under the same team, and somehow, for example, if you have a lot of group, because you are servicing. So maybe one group will represent faculty art and design, one group will represent faculty uh, administrative, hotel, and so on. So maybe you can create another channel. So if you add channel, they have option for you to set whether you want to have standard or private. If you choose standard, so everybody in the class will get the information, even though you are giving some information to the others group or others members in other channel, but the others members from the other channel can see and can get the information as well. So in order to restrict the permission, you need to choose private. So if you post something into private channel, so others group members cannot get the information. Cannot get the information. Only particular members in the channel. Okay. So actually, to modify a kind of channel depends on you. And most of the lecture are not using group, but they are using topic. So they are more preferring everybody will be invited into general. So somehow you want to categorize the information based on topic, because depends on the situation. Since we already have file tab here, so you can upload all the material inside the file tab. But maybe you want to focus, instead of you create one by one group folder here, but you more prefer to channel, you can do it as well, no problem. You don't have any restriction towards how do you want to manage your channel or how do you want to manage your content. It's yours. We're giving the autonomy for you. It depends if you are using a file tab for content distribution, or you may use every single channel, because every channel have their own different file. But for your information, we are using the same storage. We are using the same storage. Like I said, we are using OneDrive. It consists of 1 terabyte storage. So if you want to have more, you need to request from the infrastructure to extend to unlimited. Okay, that is the one. The next one is how to get the code. Okay, actually quite easy. When you look to the 3 dots beside your team, actually they have information that you need to modify. For example, manage team, and if you click to the manage team, so you may see if the student requests to be in the group, or you may post the code to the student. So you may post the code to the student. So once the student get the code, they're already in the team. They're already in the team. Then the most important part is under members, you can actually mute all the student. So the student don't have the capability to ask a question, post, or any kind of activity. So it's kind of punishment if you want to block the student to post or to request anything or to participate in the group, then you need to mute the student. Or maybe this is the last semester student, then you want to focus on the new student, which is the coming semester student. So maybe you can mute for the previous semester student. So that is the problem about Microsoft Teams, since you want to engage with the student. So actually you need to create another group for the other student. Let's say you want to remain the group members, which is this is the last student, last semester student, but you don't want to remove them. You want to engage with them. But if you comfortable with the system, I think maybe you can create another team which is the same code, but maybe for focus for the new student only. That one is depend. To me, I don't have any problem. Everybody in the same group, but maybe what I can do, I just mute everybody, but still we can contact with the student later. We can unmute again if you want to make them available or participate in the class with the new student. So let it be. I think I don't have any problem with that, but depends. Some of the lecturer doesn't like that, so depends on you. And you have the right to manage your student. Then I want to show you one of the best application as well, called we call SharePoint. Uh, so the SharePoint actually quite good as well. And the SharePoint, okay, this is the class notebook. We start with the class notebook first. Basically, class notebook is OneNote, the application that I mentioned just now, which is most of you are familiar with the stylus. So you want to have annotation, you want to comment the student assignment direct to your computer, so you don't have to print. You just comment whatever you want. But I just want to share with you the application or the function that I think is very useful for a mathematician. Very useful for a mathematician. For example, actually, let's see if I can do this. For example, draw. For example, let's say we choose this one. Right now I'm using my cursor. For example, just do a simple math. Right, 2 half. Oh, sorry lah. Oh, it's quite difficult. All right, never mind. That's simple. Okay, then we choose the formula. Then you ask OneNote to solve for us. Okay, try to recognize the numbers and the equation. So we ask them to fix it. Then the beauty about this application, then they can show the step by step. You just imagine this is the easier formula, and then you just imagine if you have a complicated equation. Don't worry, Microsoft OneNote will show you the answer. I think this is good for the mathematician. If you are teaching mathematics, so this is, I think, one of the best. Then student will love it. When I talk to the mathematics lecturer, they don't prefer to use this one because they say by using this application, the student will not learn will not learn well, because everything will be provided by the system. You just give the question, then the computer will answer for you. So this is the challenge. Actually, this is the challenge. Some of the reason. So the student will have these features. They will know it. Since we already promote to the student, we are giving the promotion to the MPP, our student representative council. So they are giving this kind of information to the student, then convince the student why this Microsoft Teams is quite powerful for the teaching and learning purposes. So hopefully every single student and lecturers are familiar with the Microsoft Team. If you think that Microsoft Team is good for you, and I think that would be best if you can enhance our delivery by using what called best practice of ODM. I think I can stop right now. Then we can proceed with Q&A. Can you show us how to add the planner? Okay. Show you how to add the planner. Alright, we go to Microsoft Team. Okay, how to add planner. If you notice on the right corner tu, you can see the add a tab. Ada plus icon tu kan. Click on add a tab. Then at the search panel tu, you just type planner, or actually you can see the planner on your application list. But just in case, if you can't, you just type planner. Then just click planner, then the planner will be added into your team. Okay. Forget to show you how to insert the U future. Do we need student email to add student? Okay. Actually, you don't have to. You don't have to get the email because you can show them the code. You just give the code. You just give this code to the student. For example, manage team. Okay. Manage team. Go to setting. Then under team code, give this code to the student. Give this code to the student. So once student get this code, they need to go to join or create team. Then they need to enter the code given. Then they can use the team. Yes, you can use their file, but if you want to type their full name, they need to register the ID first. Some of the students are not activate their Microsoft 365 ID. So every student have that ID, but they need to reactivate. Ask them to go to student portal. On the right bottom, they have one of the features called activate your Microsoft 365 ID. So they need to activate first, then the name will be in the list. If not, just type the full name, their name will not appear. Can student enroll from the course or we need to expel them? Student cannot enroll for the course. For class team, we need to expel them and we need to expel them.
Assalamualaikum, Dr. Dane.
Ya, salam.
This is Fauzia. This is a follow-up of the expelling students from a course. So if we were to expel students from the course that they were in, what will happen to the marks that we give to them in the Microsoft team? Because
meaning in the assignment, under the assignment part,
yeah,
isn't
under
it?
the assignment. Yeah, correct. Will it still be able to for us to view, or once we expel them, does that mean all their assignments will also be taken away with them?
Yes.
How does that work?
Actually, once we expel them, automatically the data from the student with Microsoft Team will be deleted. Unless actually they already remain in the server, you need to request, but somehow for our view, the data is normal.
I see. Okay.
That's-
Is there a way that we can archive
Yes.
our past semester students? Can you show us
Yes.
how to do that?
Actually, for the archive, we need to go to the general. Sorry, not the general. I think for the group. For example, the channel. I don't remember how to archive this one, but let's try manage channel. I'm not remember how to archive this one. But yes, we can archive the not the channel. I think we can archive the team. I'm not remember, Hosea.
All right, that's okay, Dr. Dane. Thank you.
But we can archive the team or the channel.
The whole group, yeah, the whole group, meaning that,
Yeah,
you know, for
correct.
last semester students, right? So meaning their past, their work, their assignments, at least we can view for the past semesters, right? Okay.
Yeah, correct.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dean.
Okay. We'll ask them to activate first. Yes. Yes, Nadia. You need to ask the student to activate. Last semester, out of 160,000 students, only 20,000 students activated their Microsoft 365 ID. So another 140,000 students still pending activation. So maybe we need to hardly ask the student to activate their Microsoft 365 because they are using the pirate version of 365. That's why I don't understand why they are using the pirate, since we are giving them A3 license. So everybody have 1 terabyte storage. So when they are using 365 pirate license, so they don't have the privilege of one drive storage. Then most of them are using a free account, which is A1 account. But when A1 account only uh, give the student, I think, 5 gigabyte storage, only 5 gigabyte storage. So I think that is very small, small numbers for the students, since they all have a lot of documentation like video. Nowadays, students are using video for their project and so on. So when they want to integrate or they want to share with us, so that is the difficulty for us as well. So the question is, can we connect our tablet to Teams so that one of such student can see our face on site? Yes, of course. For your information, we can log into 5 devices in one time. Microsoft give us 5 devices in one time, meaning we can use the same account, the same ID, but we can log into 5 devices only. And we can log into our desktop, our laptop, our tablet, our phone. Maybe you have 2 phones. So I think, yeah, they get that idea already. So that's why they are giving us 5 login for 5 devices. Yes, we are using our PC and tablet at the same time. Correct. How to start record video conference with our team? Okay. How to start recording our team? Let's see. I try to use this one. Using Microsoft Coach program. So actually, they have 2 types of enable meeting. Enable meeting in Microsoft Team. First, once you create Microsoft Team, once you create team, so you can see on the top right, they have one icon called Meet Now. This is one of the fastest way to call meeting, meaning once you click this meeting, Meet Now, for example. So you can click on join now. So automatically, everybody will have invitation. Who in the team will be notified. Who in the meeting will be notified. So see, so far none of members join the meeting. So this is how we want to create the meeting in the fastest way. I will show you another way. But to record the video, they have 3 dots icon here, more function. So you can click on start recording to record the video. Start recording to record the video. Then if you want to end the session, if you click on leave, but you need to know that if you leave the session, doesn't mean that meeting will be end. So you need to click on the arrow, then make sure click end the meeting. If not, the meeting will be continue until 60 days. The meeting will be continued until 60 days. So don't leave the meeting, but end the meeting. End the meeting. So you end the meeting. Automatically, as I said just now, the record of the video will be pasted into host tab. And don't worry, because they took some time saving recording to Microsoft Stream. They call Microsoft Stream since Microsoft Stream is one of the application for you to edit or for you to modify the content. If you think that the video session is not good enough, or maybe some of the information must be cut, so you can trim your video by using Microsoft Stream. Once video available, or you can go to these three dot letter. Once the video available, go to these three dots letter, then you go to Microsoft Team directly to edit or trim your video. And they took some time to generate the video. Depends on the situation as well. Sometimes meeting took about 1 hour, 2 hour meeting, so maybe it took some time to generate the video. So before the system generate the video, I will show you how to create a schedule for your meeting. For example, in our situation, we try to manage our class with ODL plus face-to-face. So somehow we need to plan in what day that we need to ODL, in what day that we need to focus on face-to-face. So this is very useful actually. And go to the calendar. So you just click on the new meeting, right? You just click on the new meeting. Then this is how you want to create your class. For example, maybe let's say CGD 413, my class. So you can set the date. Okay, you can set the date, time, for example, time. But if you want to repeat, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks later, or daily, weekly, or maybe custom. So you need to click on the custom, repeat, see, day, week, month, year. So actually it's good for us to plan our class with the student, ODL or face-to-face. Yeah. But I think I need to show you these features. Once you create this schedule, for example, I just took one student first. You need to have one. Actually, the recipient is depends on the names of the participant, or maybe you can choose channel. Channel meaning the team, the team in general, or whatever classes that you created. So for example, I choose one student to make it active. Why? Because I want to show you one of the features. Once we have the details, click on the send. Click on the send. So automatically the system generate the schedule. Okay, so what I want to show you, just go to the box here, join Microsoft Meeting. So basically, join Microsoft Meeting is the link. Join Microsoft Meeting is the link. So somehow you may use this link to paste into your group chat or WhatsApp group chat, just to remind the student. Basically, they will be notified. The student will be notified in their application if they install Microsoft Teams in their phone. So the student will be notified. But if you want to have a reminder, for example, maybe you are actively engaged the student with the Microsoft WhatsApp group, so maybe you can use this link. For example, I just want to show you. You don't just copy that link and paste into WhatsApp group, because I will show you just now. Yeah. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, if you paste the link, see, you can see long link. You can see long link into your WhatsApp group. So somehow the student are very not comfortable with that posting. Yeah. So to make it the shorten and to make it the link short, you just go to browser, any browser. You just go to any browser. For example, go to this browser. Then I would suggest you use bit.ly or bit.ly and .com. Then you need to register. You need to register. Need to register. Try to. Actually, they have many ways to shorten the link, but this is one of the best way. So click create, then paste the link. So instead of you are posting the long link to the student, now you are posting this link. Or maybe you can modify towards more appropriate name. Yeah? For example, class CGD 413. CGD. Oh, sorry. CGD. Yeah. But I think my account is already full. So since if you cannot change your name, or maybe the name is not appropriate, or maybe the privilege you need to upgrade, I think I already have enough free shortened link. So never mind, you still can use the shortened link instead of using the long link to invite the student. You can use this shortened link to the student. So instead of that long link, then maybe you can use this one. Yeah, better. Then the next features is meeting option. One of the best features for the meeting. The important part is under meeting option, you can allow the student to bypass the lobby, meaning you don't have to get permission from the lecturer to join the class, unless you want to. You want to get your permission before the student get into the class. So by this activation, the student will always bypass the lobby. So kalau you nak just enable, they can bypass the lobby, then safe. Yeah, depends if you think so. If you think that is the best option, but I don't think so. Some of the lecturer are really strict for the student to enter the class. They have pro and cons. Okay then, and what else can you show? Yes, you can. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Zainuddin. After have record our session via Team, the video will be uploaded in Microsoft Team. Okay, let me show you. Microsoft Team. Alright, let's see if the video ready. The video ready. See, now the video been placed into our post. So now how to download? So like I said, click on the three dot, then open in Microsoft Team. So in Microsoft Stream, you can trim the video. Okay, this is the Microsoft Stream look like. Yes. See? Okay. Using what is the minimum numbers of participants for VC team? VC virtual, is it virtual conference? All right, for participant, maximum is 300. Participant maximum is 300. If you want to have more, for example, you are using Google Meet, so we have broadcasting, remember, about 100,000 for premium, for after 30th September, no more broadcasting to 100k. So Microsoft Team will give you maximum 30k only, for broadcasting. For broadcasting, Microsoft Team giving you 30k, but for meeting participant, only 300%. 300%. This. Okay, most lecturers have their material on Google Drive. How do they link? All right, how do they link your in with look. Bob. Or your existing team left panel, you don't have calendar button. All right. Why some of the features not available? Maybe they have some reason. One, because of you are not A3 account, meaning A3 account, you don't have the permission to create that features. So you check your account whether you are using the personal account or free education account. So if that's so, I think better for you to activate Microsoft at staff or Microsoft 365 UITM account. So hopefully after you have that ID, then you can get that features. If you notice some of the features may be available on my screen but not yours, maybe because of the ID. we get some experience before. Some of the participants have difficulty on the features available in Microsoft Teams. So we noticed that some of the features not available because of the ID. Since the ID have the subscription package. So maybe the personal, even though you are personal account, then you subscribe already, but in that personal account have limitation as well. So you need to look into. Okay. It took some time. So I tried to close it. For example, and uh, who what uh, we then to oh, uh, the features. I just click on the third arrow. Not have, uh, what, uh, uh, yeah, somehow. Mm. Can yes, you can we can uh, actually I will we can oh, in the group. My Farah also can lah, my Farah.
Hello, Dr. Dean. No, Dr. Dean, your line is breaking up. Quite slow. Okay. Is there any more questions for Dr. Dane? Okay, so if there are no more questions, I guess that's it for our webinar today. Thank you so much, Dr. Zainuddin. On behalf of Akademi
Welcome.
Pengajian Bahasa, I would like to thank you for your insightful presentation, for sharing your time and experience on ways to use Microsoft Teams. Thank you again, Doctor.
Okay.
Waalaikumsalam. All right. For the participants, the form is open and it will be open for only 1 hour. So please fill in the attendance and some of the feedback. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending. Assalamualaikum.
Yep.
Dah habis tak? Apa ni kan, kalau kat kita